Hi guys, it's Ankita. Welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about The Adversary by Michael Crummey. Before I start talking about this book though, I do apologize for the lighting. It's only 4:45 outside and it's already dark. It's late fall. It's going to be the same for the next 4 to 5 months, so might as well get used to it. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this video and make it visually better, but if not, I do apologize. Anyway, let's jump into the review or just like book discussion. I have notes for this we just wrote on a receipt. Anyway, so yeah, this is a historical fiction set in Newfoundland. I don't recall if it's the early 18th century or the 19th century, but it's after the 7-Year War. That's the only indication of when this story is set. And I think it is early 18th century, or maybe 19th is more accurate. Anyway, this story is set in a fictional fishing town named Mock Beggar in Newfoundland. And we follow two families, or the head of these two families, who run fishing corporations, very powerful fishing corporations out of Mock Beggar. And this book is about their rivalry. Now, what makes this really interesting is that there's a constant power struggle between this Kane family and Kane's family and the Strap family. Now, the head of the Kane's family is cunning, smart, kind of clever and manipulative, right? Whereas the head of the Strap family is kind of foolish, and we know what happens when a foolish person is given a lot of power, right? We're seeing this every day. But yeah, so that's essentially the setup, the personalities involved in this power struggle. And this entire town is at the mercy of these two head of the families. And oh my goodness, I was hooked from the first page. And right from the start, this power struggle begins, and you get hooked onto it. And then the tension builds and builds and builds and keeps building. And you know that it's gonna end badly for one of the families. You just don't know which one it's gonna be. You know, is the clever person gonna win, or is the foolish person gonna win? You just don't know who's gonna win, how it's gonna end. And well, when it ends, I did not expect the ending at all. So I didn't see it coming. What I will say about this author is that I found that his storytelling is so smooth. Now, this is a very dark book. The characters are dark. The humor in this, there's a little bit of humor in this. It is dark. So it might not land for everyone. But I loved it. I love the storytelling. This is only it's like 323 pages, and it is so alive. The book is so alive in this Newfoundland. You know, we all know Newfoundland. The weather is just, it's bad. It's cold, it's bad, it's windy, it's secluded. They are at the mercy of this harsh weather and climate, and these characters are cold. They're really cold. Everything is very frigid in this book, but wow, the storytelling, and wow, this is excellent. For me, storytelling, I cannot see how this story could have been better. I guess that's one of the reasons why the author won the Dublin Literary Award for this book, The Innocents, this year. So this was one of those books that I wanted to read this year. Absolutely wanted to read. Now, another thing about this book is that the timeline of this book and Crummey's previous book, The Innocents, so the events in this and that book, they take place at the same time. And if you have read The Innocents, which was published before this, if you've read that book, then you will see some of the same characters from that book in here as well, and you'll be able to kind of connect some of the dots. Now, do you have to read The Innocents before reading this? No, you don't. And I would say it's optional because The Innocents might not be a book for everyone, because it does deal with a very uncomfortable subject, uncomfortable topic, controversial, kind of taboo topic. So not everyone might like it. I loved it. I loved it. I love that book. I love the storytelling in that book so much. And so yes, I was able to connect the dots. Like there was like an added layer of understanding. There was an added layer of knowing, you know, where these boats and where these ships are going to. There's a mention of the characters from that book, the brother and sister in this book. So yeah, it's not a lot. It's just like it gives you like a fuller picture of how their operation runs, right? The fishing operation. So it's very remarkable literary historical fiction. Let me see if I covered everything. I'm going to refer to my notes here. Did I talk about the power struggle? Yes. Another thing, there was not a single moment where I was bored in this book. Not a single moment. It just keeps going and going, and it's so fantastic. I love the author's ability to make you be so invested in a character and then just kill the character, you know, by the end of that one page. So at the beginning of the page, there's this character who tells us about their you know, their dreams and what they hope to do next. By the end of the page, the character is dead. It is absolutely heartbreaking, but at the same time, the ability to write such strong emotions and characters, this strong storytelling is just, it is exhilarating to read something like this. It's such a remarkable piece of fiction. All of the characters are, well, the main characters, all of the main characters are unlikable in this. So honestly, I wasn't rooting for any of the characters, but the side characters are likable. There's a lot of slang, Newfoundland slang, which I had to look up. Not a lot, like not to the extent where it would hinder the enjoyment of the prose. But at the same time, yeah, I did learn a few words that are very specific to Newfoundland, to that region. So that's all I have to say about The Adversary by Michael Crummey. But yeah, this is the review of the year for me. I mean, I'm a lifelong fan of this author, so do keep your eyes peeled for more reviews of this author's book. I have Sweetland, which a lot of people love this book. I absolutely love the cover too. It's also set in Newfoundland. And then there is River Thieves, again set in Newfoundland. And I cannot wait to dig into these books. I'm waiting for another gift card so I can buy all of his books. I think there's one book that I haven't bought yet. He also writes poetry, or he has written poetry too. So yes, if you can, please buy this author's book. I feel he will be celebrated for many years to come, but I want you to celebrate this author while he's still around and still writing books, because he absolutely deserves all of the awards in the world and all of the recognition. If you're not able to, if you can't buy the book, then please borrow it from the library. Yeah, that's all I have to say about The Adversary and this author. I feel like I was just gushing about this book, and honestly, I'm not gonna apologize for it, because there are so few reviews of this book online on YouTube. Do let me know in the comments down below who is your favorite literary historical fiction author. If you have made it so far, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. And I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.